Welcome back, guys. So I'm going to be showing you the stretches I do before bed that's going to help increase my flexibility and speed up my recovery. So the first thing I normally do is stretch out my hamstrings, and I'm either going to go up to my bed, or if you have a dresser, if you get a little more advanced or you have more flexibility, you might be better off using a dresser. But we're just going to extend our leg out, and we're just going to basically grab our toes. We're going to get a good little stretch here, pull ourselves down and breathe out to get a little bit more range of motion. You hear my hamstring pop from where I tore it right there. Might have picked up on the mic. And if you also bring that other shoulder around, you can get a good stretch in your lower back by doing this too. As you get more advanced, you may do something a little bit higher than your bed. So I usually go up to my dresser. I'll come over here, be sure your other leg's stiff. So another variation I like doing instead of just having my heel there is I like rotating my foot down and stretching out my groin. And not only are the exercises going to increase your flexibility and range of motion, but it's also going to increase your recovery, because when you work out, your muscles tighten, and the first things they have to do before they can recover is they have to go back in a relaxed state. So helping them stretch out is going to help elongate them, keep them from being as tight. Because if you notice, after working out like today I did legs, my hamstrings, my quads are way tighter than they normally would be if I didn't have just a leg day or deadlift day the day before or today. So to finish out our hamstrings, I like going for toe touches. So we're going to put our feet together. Be sure we're straight legged. We're going to just touch our toes. Now to stretch our quads out early, just like picking up my foot and pulling it towards my glute, as you can see right here. And we're just going to get a good stretch in our quad by being able to do this. And do our other one. Now to stretch out our shoulders, we're going to grab our elbows, pull them behind our head a little bit. So moving on to my next stretch, which is also my favorite stretch, which is going to be targeting the chest. We're going to find a doorway, something straight where we can put our hand on it. We're going to reach pretty high. Be sure your elbow's not coming out. It needs to be in between the door frame, that way you get more pressure on it. And we're going to step forward, and this is going to create tension on our chest. It's going to stretch our upper chest the higher up we go. Now we're going to go lower. And that's really going to stretch more towards the insertion point. Now for our final stretch, I have a pull-up bar on my doorway. A lot of you guys might not be able to do this stretch, but if you have anything you can hang on, a ledge, anything in the house, outside the house, a tree. If you're doing this right before bed, I don't know if you're going outside and hanging on a tree would be the best thing to do. But if you ain't got nothing, then something's better than nothing. If you really feel like you need to do this stretch helps to decompress my spine. And so basically I'm just going to do a kind of a wide grip. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but I got a good pop in my back. Not only will it stretch to decompress your spine, but it's also gonna be stretching out your shoulders as well. So that was my stretch routine I do every night before bed. I feel like if anybody does this, it's gonna not only help them increase their functionality and flexibility in the gym and outside the gym, but also just increase the speed that they recover. I try to compact this routine down just to a few stretches. That way it's not very time consuming, it's easy to knock out. And if you feel like you need more flexibility, or if you feel really tight, you can just spend more time on a certain stretch or add another one if you really think you need another one. Like today for my leg day, I spent a little bit more time on hammies tonight than I did on my upper body. It comes down to whatever your body needs, and especially whatever you've hit that day or the day before, because some days you're gonna be tighter in the leg group, and then other days you're gonna be tighter in the shoulder and the back group. So it really just depends on what you need. Hope you guys have a good morning, a good night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.